No, do you know what it is? Yeah, like what I think it's really going into a debate and like getting really educational and stuff. Like I know your hip hop knowledge is amazing. Yeah, like not like I don't know you that tough, but it seems like very much so it is. No, I don't know. I know it real well. But as in from everything that you've said so far, your hip hop knowledge seems amazing. Yeah. So no, I'm sure everyone on the panel has a lot of info. I'm just kind of talking on just like more from I guess just emotionally and real kind of thing. What I'm trying to say is it's really easy to come on a debate thing or like bring up so much info and stats and education and stuff, and I respect that and I rate it. Yeah, I've got loads of hip hop books in my I run like workshops for young people. I've got loads of hip hop books in my room and but on a reality everyday life level, like I have both sides of the spectrum. I'm an artist and I run a hip hop night I promote. So I book artists and I have a show on Itch, so I listen to artists. And at the end of the day, real talk, there are loads of segregated genres in UK hip hop in itself, and anyone can be like, oh no, it's under one umbrella, nah, it's all hip hop. But I haven't seen at certain festivals and events, and even when I'm booking certain artists, they've got to kind of fit a criteria, or they have to be able to vibes to the audience and stuff. I haven't seen like Triple Darkness, man, mixed with E&D Daniels, man, mixed with Chester people, mixed with Lyrically Challenged. Like I haven't seen all of that mix. So everyone can be like, no, we're all one, we're all UK hip hop. But if it's not happening on an action everyday level, put your words into action. Certain radio DJs and stuff aren't playing certain man's tunes that I feel like are on a very high caliber. Do you know what I mean? And they're not getting played. So I think it's really easy to say hip hop is all one and we're all under MCs and rappers, but certain grime artists and certain rappers that I know very well and personally, and from booking artists myself, we are the only night that I know of that have put Phoenix, the Icefire, Reveal, Logic, People's Army, working with Josiah, Ian Daniels, Poison, all on the same stage and make them share things like that. So I think it's really easy to say, oh, there's a big umbrella, everyone's under the same thing, but it isn't. It's very segregated. And I think that adds to the whole is hip hop dead. I don't think a lot of people are uniting in it, and I think if we don't put that into action and make it happen on a real level of getting bookings, doing festivals, playing people's, giving people spins, playing their stuff, that's not going to happen. So we can sit here and debate about everything's under the same umbrella, everything's hip hop, but it's not. Like, be real, like.
Cut the cameras, this is pointless.
I kind of meant like, or just on a pure sort of MC styles thing, yeah, I was thinking specifically of a certain number of tunes, yeah. So I was thinking of like, what was that tune they had? I think it was Kano and Gets, was it called Mic Check? Or something like that, yeah. And then Dizzy had a couple like tunes where he was spitting on a slower tempo hip hop beat. Yeah? I think as an MC or a rapper, like there are varied styles that you employ, yeah. So like when you're hitting a beat in a different tempo that's got a different swing to it, yeah. There's ones where you write more of a rap flow on it. There's more ones where you write more of like a double time flow on it. So I was talking about completely from that perspective in the terms of when you notice that people that are serious MCs, yeah, they'll start experimenting. So like when Dizzy went on a slower beat, yeah, eventually that was going to happen. Like when you come out with I Love You and all that stuff, and what was they on, Deja, was that their station, or Rinse or whatever it was? Rinse was there. Yeah. Like those times there was a bit of a change later on when he started doing slower tunes. And the same thing like with Swiss, that's why I said where would you put Swiss in that category? Because then if you compare something like Cry to Rap This, that was the first time when I heard Swiss, yeah, it's a completely different, it's just varied styles of MCs. However, I completely agree with what you're saying in terms of not everyone else has that distinction. And I think that's more like what they call a media construct, where like they needed to label it, to like market it to different people. And I think it's a youngers thing as well, where like when the youngers, they want something fresh that's appealing to them, yeah. So they don't want to be on this that same kind of thing. I fully agree with you. Like when you're talking about there's a lack of unity, but I think a lot of that is down to people carrying themselves funnily, because people should just reach out more. Do you see what I'm saying? So like.
That's what, like, That's what I'm saying. For example, like your don't flop stuff, yeah. So for example, another element of hip hop, like ciphering, rapping, is the battle scene, yeah. And we had jump off and everything, but like you guys are killing it with like don't flop. Like you've got all your battles going on. You got a massive following with it. That's another side of hip hop that I think doesn't get mentioned or promoted that much. And America gasses their battles a lot as well. Don't flop are like.
You see Miles there though.
But but I just kind of like how do you feel like
That is the change them
how do you feel Don't Flop has changed the hip hop scene? And
someone said Ian Daniels is ruining Don't Flop or like battle rap. What do they mean by that?
okay, so
I think it's everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just seeing everywhere. I don't know what them people are talking about, to be honest with you. I do know everyone's got the clothes, everyone's got the hat. There's a lot of people in the crew. Yeah, so you see them on stage, they take up a lot of screen time. The host now, first is the host, he started Ian Daniels. So every time you see him, that's what you're going to see. Some of the battlers part Ian Daniels, so they're going to be up there. It's bound to happen.
There was this whole Don't Flop battle thing, and then in that, there was this kind of, it was very kind of like underground hip-hop-y MCs, lyricists battling and stuff like that. And then T became the Don't Flop champion, yeah? And there was this real weird reaction to people, yeah? Because they were kind of like, this road bread's ruining this safe little underground hip-hop thing that we got. And a lot of the comments under the battle say some really mad stuff, and it's got to the point where they've got their clique, Ian Daniels, which might represent more of like a kind of a road thing. It's not even like a road thing like that. Yeah.
No.
But do you know what I mean? To those people, the comments and stuff, people are like, these lot are ruining battle rap.
Well, look, they can say these lot are ruining battle rap, but then, you know, you're always going to get different leagues, you're always going to get different styles and whatnot. But I think that the fact that he's the champ and they consider him a road rapper when he probably looks at rap, you know, UK rap music and see that as road rapper. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I think that's going to happen regardless. And now that we're in this age where people can leave their comment behind the keyboard, you know, they can say whatever they want. You're going to get that. But I don't think if it was ruining it, then Don't Flop wouldn't be around now.
No,
it would be ruined. You know what I mean?
So people making that distinction, I think that in itself is what's interesting. Obviously, they're not ruining battle rap.
Big difference. Do you know what I mean? There seems to be a big difference between UK, what you would call UK hip hop, and Don't Flop. A lot of people in UK hip hop are against Don't Flop, and the Don't Flop. Like a lot of people in Don't Flop, from the audience to the rappers, to some of they don't listen to hip hop music. Period. They don't listen to UK, America. They don't have it. I was in Leeds, and a guy come up to me and said, "Tony, you're a legend." Oh, cheers, mate. And then Mama said to me, "No, I don't listen to rap though. I'm a death metal fan." So he only knows me from battling. Has no clue that I make music, that I'm in Poisonous Poets, anything to do with that. And that's a big part of their fan base. That's a very big part. Yeah, no, there is still people that come there and represent, because there are still rappers in Don't Flop. You got me, like there's me, Shotty, there's Verb, Joker Star, there's a very small group of people that make rap music, make UK hip hop, and battle. Other than that, it's a completely different thing. You've got two comedians now. Was it Shuffle T and Marlo? They don't rap, but they battle. And they battle well. I can't knock it. You know what I mean? They battle well, but they don't have anything to do with rap. They don't make hip hop. They do stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? So it's a big switch away from what I would consider rap music and hip hop, and because I don't really pay attention to the labels myself. I make hip hop from the UK. That's basically what I do.
That's a good way to put it.
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't call myself, this UK hip hop, because when I think of UK hip hop, I know what I think of too. Do you know what I mean?
What do you think of, Tony? What do you think of? Tell us. Come on, man. Let's express ourselves.
I think of a particular period, to be honest, somewhere between about 97 and about 03, 04, and a certain collective of guys and a certain sound. A particular, is that it's like grey music. Do you know what I mean? Like that. That's what I think of. Yeah, that's what I think of. Just a bunch of people that never really did much in their life, so they talk about stuff that no one cares about. Like, I don't get it. But that's what I think of when I think of UK hip hop. That's the label I attach to it myself. But at the same time, someone's gonna look at me and say, well, you're UK hip hop.